hope is that stylists would step up their professional platform and start back operating from a bilateral standpoint, which means you're operating in the best interest of yourself and your prospective customers. Your customers should not have to assume. Your customers should not have to take on all the risk involved in getting their service done. Especially when you are paying high level prices, or if you want to get to the next level in that industry, you have to focus on being more of a consultative professional. Where if you're going to use a website for booking, fine, use the website. Let people book on there. But it doesn't hurt to give someone a phone call once they book. That doesn't hurt. So you can make sure you're on the same page for that person's appointment. Those are the type of behaviors that, one, gets you a high level paying clients and the least headache clients. Because there's a lot of different types of clients. You got clients that comes with headaches. You have lower level clients where the ticket item is a smaller ticket item. Or you can focus on higher ticket items where you work less. If you have low ticket items, you might have to work more. It just depends. It's just like when the Chinese or the Vietnamese came and took over the nail industry. They did that by drastically lowering their prices. And what they did was focused on a lot of people coming in. There's an influx of people versus focusing on just, having that, a few clients a day. They focused on being available. They focused on having high traffic. That's why a lot of nail salons are in shopping plazas. They're on Front Street locations. So you have to know your business structure and your strategy. So they work long hours and they have a lot of clients throughout the day. And you have some stylists that are called boutique stylists, where they have high ticket clients and they may only have like 2 or 3 a day. And that's fine with them. That could be from $500 to $1,000 to a $2,000 service in one day. So what are your goals as a professional? Because how some of these people are operating, I really don't know where they're coming from. I don't know. Experience to share that I had this weekend that really blew my mind, but it shouldn't have not been a surprise. And it is a new age in this era where you need to get your hair done. Basically, that's in the beauty industry, where you have to get service and get hair services, eyelashes, makeup, all of that stuff. The industry has changed drastically to where a lot of independent professionals, or why not, I'll just drop professional off, because just because someone is licensed does not mean that they're professional. Contractors that are expecting a deposit without even giving a location. You don't even know where they are. You've never been to them. You could be new. A lot of times, what would get people to take the risk is that they would see reviews or they would see pictures and all that kind of stuff. So they would go ahead and take the risk of putting the deposit down. But even with that, I've been hearing that, people basically are fraudulent, saying that they did a particular hairstyle, but they didn't, but they have pictures, whatever. So it's becoming a common thing. So, you don't talk to the person. Of course, you don't have the chance to remind them who you are, that you've actually, seen them before. Nothing. It just kind of takes away that interpersonal communion that you have up front. So there's a lot of things not being said, a lot of unknowns, because There is no phone conversation. And this time it was not even a text message thread or anything. So I guess her protocol is basically where she messaged the clients maybe 2 days prior to the appointment. Or if you make the appointment for the following day, you get a message that morning of the appointment. So my appointment confirmation came in that morning. And the message read something like, this is a reminder or confirmation, and to confirm that you read the rules, just respond, thank you, or whatever. So anyways, the question that I had since I had made the appointment previously, but I had to reschedule. So I had made the appointments weeks in advance, but I never had my question answered, which was what, if the person had braided with a particular type of hair. This hair that I'm wearing now, I was asking if the braider had used the hair. I never got to ask, right? So that morning when I got the text message, because I never was provided a phone number or anything, I said, hey, do you use this hair? And she says, no. She says that I only use Expressions and another type of brand hair. I said, oh, okay. So are you saying that, you don't use any other hair, right? Because you told me what you use. I don't need to assume that you don't use anything else. You said this is what you use, but I'm the patron, and this is what I use. So it don't matter. If you stating what you use, I can state what I use as well, because this is my head, right? So, see how that works both ways? It's called bilateral. It works both ways, right? So if I'm the consumer and I'm paying you, I have my preference. And then if you are the stylist, you prefer how you do hair and what you use to do hair. Both people come together and they have their preference and they communicate, which when I was in the industry, it was called a consultative. It was a consultation and exchange. So the professional and the consumer can get on the same page and have a very smooth, nice experience and know what to expect from each other. So anyways, listen, that didn't happen, right? So she said, when I replied like, oh, so you don't use his hair? And I said, wow, well, that's not good. I said, because the only reason that I wanted my hair braided was because I had this hair that I really liked and I wanted to use it. So she told me that I should have read the website. Now, if you ever took in psychology or read books on effective communication, when you tell somebody what they should do or shouldn't have done, that's not the best way to communicate. And sometimes that puts people, it can come off offensive, telling somebody what they should have done and what they should do when you're talking to an adult, right? So, I went to the website to see, okay, well, what is she talking about, right? Because I know when I scheduled the appointment that I did not come across anything about her excluding any other brands of hair, and that she only uses a certain brand. So I went back to the site, and what I found out is that if you go onto the site and choose a service for whatever you want to get done, and then you go directly to schedule it, check out, you never come across her rules, her rules, or her do's and don'ts, all of that stuff. So basically, when you go to the website, you have to click on her about, right? That means I got to be very interested in you to want to take the time to read your about. Listen, I'm a busy woman. When I want something done, I want to go directly to what I'm doing and click, 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 boom, get it out the way. I don't care to read all about you. You're not reading all about me. You're not interested in consulting with me to learn about me. So why do I want to go to your website and read all about you? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So some of these people are operating, I really don't know where they're coming from. I don't know. Like, are you the celebrity or something? Or do you service celebrities? I don't know. I don't know why stylists would expect for someone to come on their site and read all about them. It's not about you. It's not about you. You're servicing. You are servicing. Right? So that's my little rant about that. So anyways, let me tell you what ended up happening. What ended up happening is that I asked her, like, okay, so are you going to refuse my appointment? Are you refusing it? Because I'm not canceling. I didn't ask you to reschedule, but what I did want to just show up and you'd be like, I don't use this hair, So fine. So I said, I asked her straight up, are you refusing the appointment? And she said, well, since we don't agree on the hair, I'll just go ahead and cancel it. Basically saying that she wouldn't be charging me like a reschedule. I wasn't worried about no type of charges, no way. But according to her little write-up, I guess she's supposed to charge like 50% of the service if you cancel on the day of whatever. And so when we finally got to the point to where, okay, you're not gonna be doing my hair, I said, you know what, thank you. Sorry for any inconvenience you might have experienced on your end. And I said, in additional, I gave her my constructive criticism. I did, I told her, I forget exactly what I said, but I gave her my constructive criticism. And I'm going to save this video and put the green screen behind if I can figure it out. That way it could read exactly what I said to her. But I think what I did, I told her basically I told her that basically telling somebody what they should do is offensive. It's offensive language, offensive communication. And then I also expressed to her that what did I say? What did I say? I also expressed to her that trying to think, what did I say? I talked about the language again too. The expectation of like going to the website and reading her about page just to get to the point to where, that's the only hair that you use. Like, that's crazy. So I wanted to inform her that the way her website was structured, it wasn't congruent to her hands-off approach to how she's running her business. So here's the shocker. Here's the shocker right here. If you've been listening this far, thank you. So let me tell you what the shocker was the following day. Because I went ahead, got in my car the next day, and I found a local place where I can walk in, have a consultation with a braider so they can know what I want and get a confirmation that they use the hair that I got, all of that, right? So the following day, I booked the appointment that same day for the following day. Ended up paying $130 more than what I was going to pay her, right? And because, one, I felt comfortable. I knew where I was going, right? I knew where I was going. I had a chance to talk with the braider, ask my questions, get on the same page. And not only that, I went to my Africans. And, the great thing about a lot of our African sisters is that they work together. A lot of our African sisters work together. Not African American, but no, they are African American. They are actually African American. We are Americans that are black. So my African American sisters that were born and raised in Africa, lived in Africa, but now they're here. Them sisters work together. Love them to life. So when I go in there, I can get 2 braiders and I can cut down my time instead of going to one braider and be there all day. So they were fast. They got me right. I love it. I love it. And they were in good spirits, had great conversation, had great experience. And I felt very comfortable, very homey. And you know what? I left with avocados and green apples. That's why they gave me some avocados and green apples. So sweet. You know what I'm saying? So when I go somewhere, that's the type of experience I want to have. You know, when I came in there laughing, joking with them, you know, whatever. Just all love, all love. So I don't know. This whole new independent thing, like, it's cool and all. You get to do your own thing. You get to be, you know, by yourself or whatever. But when you talk about elevation, like, I mean, what's your tool for learning? YouTube? That's it? You know, how do you learn from other people when you work alone? Like, how do you sharpen? How do you get better in business when you just work alone? Like, do you have mentors? Do you talk to other stylists that are doing something on another magnitude, or are you just following people on Instagram? That's it. That's it. Like, come on. You got to grow, got to get better. I mean, this girl has been using the same website platform since 6 years ago. The same platform that first came out that Stylist started using, which was Stylist. That's so old. That is so old. Go to bed. And put that yogurt up. That yogurt is old.
I like it.
Go to bed. Turn the light off, sweetie. So, that's just crazy. Yeah. So, anyways, that was that. That is my rant. And tonight is my last night at age 40. So, tomorrow I'm going into my birthday. Yay! 41. And that's it. So, hopefully, I have more of these rants to come, sharing my experiences with licensed professionals and how we can improve licensed industries and improve the way professionals operate and serve people. Remember, it's all about serving. It's all about serving.